KPMG was sued by Cyberdynamic for alleged negligence and breach of duties after highlighting questionable transactions worth some 4.5 billion ringgit, which alerted Securities Commission Malaysia (SC) and led to SC investigating the company. It was understood that KPMG was unable to verify the details of the third parties for these transactions. There were days that KPMG was threatened to be removed, and days where they withdrew their proposal of removal when they finally come up to selecting an independent firm, which EY was appointed to undertake a special independent review on the company's financial account. In the wait for the finalizing appointment, KPMG stated that the audit was proper and being conducted in accordance with the relevant professional standards and did not breach their duties, which will vigorously contest against any court proceedings. As a result of unfavorable red flagging of issues, the SC acted purely on what KPMG said and raided the premises of Cyberdynamic. KPMG has denied the allegation and has stepped down from its duty as the external auditors due to being unable to continue with its duties independently.
Firstly, determine the violations of auditors' code of conduct. In the case of KPMG and Cyberdynamic, KPMG would be the auditor of Cyberdynamic, which was blamed to have violated the code of conduct where it has breached its duty as an audit firm. KPMG was to be said defrauding transactions worth Rm 4.54 billion to the company's independent directors, to which it leads to the next part. Identify and explain the auditor's liability towards the client, which is the criminal liability to third parties. This would fall under the Section 266 Part 13 of the Companies Act, stating the failure of report non-compliance. Cyberdynamic fails to provide reviewed audit before making the accusation upon KPMG. A breach of contract is said to occur due to the lack of negligence. They continue on proposing the resignation and withdraws the proposal of eliminating KPMG.
Greetings, my name is Rosmi Nasim. My metric number is S5049. Today I'm going to present about identify and explain the auditor's liabilities toward the client. Liability to third parties under common law, that's criminal offense. Cyberdynamic found dissimilarity in audited transactions worth billions of dollars to the company's independent directors that was audited by KPMG. They proposed to remove KPMG without any further reviews of the audit issues. This is wrong, where it can be subjected to criminal proceedings under the corporate or security laws. A breach of contract occurs since Cyberdynamic failed to provide an audit report before accusing KPMG of the lack of negligence. To succeed in its claim before the court, Cyberdynamic need to show that KPMG is breaching its duty as the external auditor contractually and statutorily, as well as on the ground of negligence. That court alarm the court is that the legal action is taken even before the annual report is filed. And if there is any action taken by KPMG when they found the irregularities in the annual report. That's all from my presentation today. Thank you.
Auditor in Malaysia are guided under Section 320 of the Capital Market and Service Act 2007, which state that auditors are required to report to the Securities Commission Malaysia as well as Bursa Malaysia any cases that adversely affect the financial position of the public listed company to the material extent, or any breach of security law and rule of the stock exchange. This audit issue serves as a reminder to the members of the accounting profession to uphold the principle of trustworthiness, transparency and accuracy in independent financial reporting. Auditors are obligated to report any breach of irregularities to the
The reference for this project we get from the website of KPMG Conducts of Conduct. The secondly, we get the from online paper, The Edge Market. Thank you.